Welcome back to Bayou Sports Talk here on 0640 KTIB. This is William Taylor, and the last couple of weeks we've been promoting the Come Tee Off on Autism, Macy Ann May Celebrity Golf Tournament. Macy's father, Michael, the former LSU and New Orleans Saints player, has been running this tournament now in its second year. And the other day we had a chance to talk to Michael, and I asked him how old was Macy when he first thought that she may have some kind of special condition.
We started since age is probably around age 2, and as time went on, we kind of got some opinions from different people, and they kind of hinted that she might have autism. And what happened from there is that I guess we went through a denial phase because we wanted to do everything we could to maybe see that was the case. And after about age 3, we kind of had a long talk with myself and my wife and myself, and we accepted the fact that maybe she does have autism, and we went and got a diagnosis, and that's what it was. She's autistic.
With them, I asked Mike, what exactly is autism?
Conversating on the telephone right now, and you hear different sounds coming in, like, I don't know, you just got several different sounds coming in, and what's happening is the brain is receiving everything, but it doesn't have the ability to choose the importance of one particular thing in response to it. So therefore, it gets a little confused, and the confusion sets in, and frustration sets in, and it's just that if you didn't know the child, you probably think she had this is a problem, where it's totally opposite. She's got a situation where she just can't process the information that's coming in.
And where did he come up with the idea for the golf tournament?
Well, I had done a few functions like this when I was playing professional football. We were just looking at avenues to raise money to assist her in her development, and this is one that came up, and I spoke to about 15 or 20 of my friends, and they all said it was a good idea, and they all said they would support it no matter what. We got people coming in from Phoenix, Arizona, Eric Hill, Wendell Davis coming in from Chicago, and like I said, these are all good friends of mine, and once I told them what I was doing and why I was doing it, they was like, well, you put it together, we'll be there, and that's kind of where we are right now.
Amongst the celebrities scheduled to be there is Nickel State's own Darrell Day, and Michael has a little bit to say about him.
He was at LSU at the same time I was there, and I told him what I was doing, and once I told him what I was doing and why I was doing it, he took off with it. He put together a couple of teams, he offered some suggestions, offered some help. He was just an all-around helpful person for our tournament.
I also asked Mike, how difficult is it to be a parent of an autistic child?
Initially, I didn't think I would have to spend, but after you go through the frustration of it, and you see that one little ray of hope, you just take off with it from there. That's kind of what happened. You know, we were, in the beginning, like I said, we were a little bit frustrated and disappointed because of the fact that, you know, our daughter might have this condition, but once we actually saw that there was some hope for her to actually gain communication and understanding, we just kind of took off with it from there.
Amongst the dignitaries coming to the golf tournament includes Saints kick return specialist Michael Lewis. I asked Michael, how did he get him to come?
What happened with Michael is, I was in Walmart one day, and it was a guy walked by me, and he said, hey, that looks like Michael Lewis. And I didn't think anything of it, so I went on with my shopping, and I went to the electronics department to look for some DVDs, and I think he just happened to be standing next to me looking, and I looked over, and I said, well, spoke to him, acknowledged myself, and then we talked for a few seconds, and I invited him to our golf tournament. He then told me that he didn't play golf, but after I told him what it was for, and some of the guys who were coming to participate, he said he's all for it. If you know, we needed to show up. And not a very good golfer, but he definitely participates.
And of course, one Saints fan favorite who's going to be there is Buford Jordan.
Buford is a guy who I hadn't talked to in years, Will, and I kind of gave him a call, and tell you what, Buford has been, I guess I can't describe how much help Buford has been. He's helped put together a team, he's offered prizes, and he's just, I guess that's just the way Buford is. He gives everything he's got and everything that he does.
Tommy Hodson of Central Lafourche fame will also be there, and Mike had this to say.
As far as his career, Tommy was just, I'd say Tommy had an ability to make the right decision, and I think that carried on with him for a while.
A Thibodeau native many fans will remember is Ruffin Rodrigue.
Oh, Ruffin. Ruffin is a character, but I tell you what, that's not a bad bone in Ruffin's body.
Mike also emphasizes there'll be plenty of food for all golfers and a raffle for those who wish not to participate in the golf tournament.
Food, Miller's going to come out, the coach is going to come out. We're going to have sandwiches for the guys throughout the day, and then afterwards we're going to have a presentation of the awards, first, second, third place, closest to the pin, longest drive, things like that. And we're going to have prizes for those, and we're also going to have a few raffle items, and we're going to have a silent auction also.
And believe it or not, there will even be prizes for those that make what we used to call the dumb shots.
Well, we got some prizes, just to give you an example. We've got the shortest drive. We've got a prize called the closest to the tree. So we've got some prizes for, I think, just about all range of the golfers. It's going to be fun for everybody that comes out. And I think the most important thing is what we're trying to do, and we don't want to leave anybody out as far as having a good time. And I think we've got a pretty good lineup for the day, and I think anybody that does come out will enjoy it.
Welcome back to Body Sports Talk here on Oldie 640 KTIB. I'm your host, William Taylor, and the other night I had the deep pleasure of speaking to Jim Finks Jr., who, of course, is the son of Jim Finks, the former Saints general manager who passed away in 1994. I talked to the young Mr. Finks about a brand new book on his father's life, and first thing he wanted to talk about is how fun things were in New Orleans when he came down to visit his mom and dad.
Well, I never lived in New Orleans.